All right, Steve McDonald, here we are. You've redone 6.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You welcome. All right. What was the overall theme? Where'd you come up with the idea for Revolver?
I really didn't come up with the idea. It just kind of came up by itself. It just kind of conformed into, the building kind of came up unexpectedly, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. And so it was a design build, and we kind of went with the flow, and we picked a name, and then we tried to decide what are we going to do with this name and how are we going to make it brand with what it looks like inside.
Gotcha.
And so, we just kept going with it and going with it and going with it, and it created itself.
Just what are you giving people that you think that they want?
I think that I'm filling a gap that hasn't been around in Scottsdale in quite a while. I really want people to come here and feel comfortable. I think it's a really warm environment, and I think it's somewhere where you can come and relax and still have great energy in the room, but not feel like you're getting blown out at some nightclub.
Right, right. So the first thing you did was get rid of all the primary colors.
Yeah,
right?
You can tell, right? Yeah, I wanted to get away from the reds and the purples and the yellows and the bright lights, and I really wanted to go with some more earth tone, organic, comfortable feel in there, So when you walk in, you kind of take a nice deep breath, and you're like, oh, this is nice.
And so what makes people feel more comfortable than guns, right?
Well, that's how we bring it all together.
So what'd you do here? You laser cut guns out of the
they did a
concrete?
great job, man. We dug up all that old rock that was all torn up and beat up, and we relayed a slab, and they took a piece of heavy sheet metal with cut out revolvers and other types of guns and sandblasted it, and the detail came out amazing. I can't believe how clear it came out.
And I'm sure the city loves that you're going to do the no firearms allowed sign
I
right
love
above
not having the no firearms allowed. To be honest with you,
has nothing to do with the city, right?
That's all. I'm still dumbfounded the fact that some people will allow it, but yeah, we're going to definitely be only pictures of firearms. We're not going to be allowing firearms. Right.
I'm sure. Copper globes, setting the tone.
They're not brass balls; they're copper globes.
There wasn't a bar on this side, or was there?
There was.
I probably
just didn't see it very often.
Never saw it, right?
Yeah, there was a little bar over here, and I thought I'd take the opportunity. If we're going to open this room up, we might as well make it easy for people to get a drink.
Right.
So we went ahead and put a couple more wells in here, and made it easier for people to get a drink.
Now the 6th bar was known for being about 12 people deep.
Oh yeah,
correct?
Absolutely. So, the luxury limo of bars.
Right.
And to be honest with you, at the time it worked. We were running a lot of people back there. But what we decided to do is create a little bit more space in this area, obviously. And so we just pushed the bar back a couple feet.
Who did these portraits, or this portrait?
That portrait is actually King Lawrence Photography.
And these VIP bottle service still? What's going to go on up here? Or is this just general seating up here?
Well, you know what? I always hate using the term VIP, but it's definitely an area that I think people will really kind of gravitate to.
Right. So today's Thursday. You officially open
Friday night.
Tomorrow night.
Yes.
All right, so you opened before Mabel's on Main, which is pretty funny because he's been open for about a month and a half now, yet you're opening before him.
You're really going to stick me with that right now, aren't you? Love you. Thank you so much. We are open on Friday, yes, absolutely. Right. That is going to be our grand opening, and hoping to see everybody out here.
It feels like this town's kind of getting back to an Old West feel. Almost like it's sort of embracing what it originally was. I think it's really interesting that there's really not. I mean, it's Scottsdale, Arizona. We're probably Scottsdale's, I think it's the most western town. That's what they call it, right?
And there's not really a lot of Old West. And I don't consider this place Western at all.
Right.
I consider it just a warm kind of contemporary meets an antique-y vibe to it. I think it's just warm, and I think people appreciate the cool filament bulbs. It kind of gives that nice glow. And then if you go in this room, you got with the big windows and the hardwood ceiling. It gives a little edginess to it.
Steve McDonald, I'd like to thank you for the tour today.
I would like to thank you guys for coming by. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, we're in the neighborhood.
I've always wanted to do this. I feel like I've achieved something now in life.
You've made it. You've made it.